Hey guys, Stealth here, and welcome to, I can barely believe I'm saying this, War Thunder. War Thunder is a game that I never thought I'd actually be featuring on the channel. I played it years ago. I hated it so much that I disinstalled it, removed it as quickly as possible. And, well, now it's back. Why? Well, because I essentially ran out of other stuff to play. And I know that games like these, they work for me. The research, the striving to get better at the game, to get more vehicles, to get the next best upgrade for your thing. Stuff like that, it really attracts me. And not only that, but War Thunder, of course, is a game which has a lot of interesting dynamics, mechanics and such, so I can really dig in and learn. I'm not exactly sure how to make videos on this yet. This is the first one, so bear with me as I try to stumble my way through the editing. For this first video, I have a couple of interesting segments / funnier moments, and I hope you guys will enjoy. If you have feedback, by all means, let me know down below in the comments. Oh, and bear in mind, I just started playing this 3 days ago by the time that this video goes up, so my skills are, well, fairly lackluster. So hope you enjoy.
I'm going to go to Charlie.
Yeah, sure, to see.
Okay.
In my Crusader Mark III.
You could say that we will go in a snail space. Oh, for fuck's sake, I will be the one going in the Patriota.
I could bring the Valentine Mark.
Start with Stuart trying to get there fast.
Oh, I can't use this vehicle before.
See you next week, at it.
Yeah, see you guys. I decided to just hop up and talk to you, you know, playing with you. Bleh.
You could be our artillery support at the hedgehog in the background there.
He wants a tow. That is. We've done that before.
Not a tow missile, is that easy?
I would love to use a tow missile, yes.
Yeah, I'm putting Smarty on the back of Charlie.
Let's go to town then, gentlemen.
Already on me?
That is, get that freaking headshot ready, man.
Yep. See.
Right, U-boat, 2 o'clock. Depth charges.
He's right there, Stealth.
Yep.
He's around that corner.
Panther 3.
Panther 3.
Panther.
Panther! Jesus.
Panther 3.
You're still looking at Sparky.
Oh, there we go.
Critted him.
Got him.
I got his drive.
Hey, got a kill with Artie.
Oh, Christ, there's a guy right here in front of me.
There's 2 coming in, mate.
He's knocked out my gun.
T-34.
In front of you, Sparky.
No, he's behind me now. He's behind me.
He's dead.
Right, flanking.
Is he? No, he's not. There's another thing. Right there. Right there. It's a Panzer, Panzer 38G.
Where?
I'm not sure.
He's behind the building.
Right, he's dead.
Okay, nice.
He's the other side. He's behind you.
Found him.
The leader is unconscious.
Oh,
Well,
oh,
you could
come
say
on.
that when he's missing half of his head.
I'm going... Now, for a bit of information about what I'm trying to get with this game, I am really enjoying light vehicles. Fast, mobile, unarmored, fast punchy guns, ideally, and, of course, positioning. Positioning and scouting, that's what I like to do in these games. Not only War Thunder, but also Wargame. Of course, we have World of Tanks back in the day. Games like these, I really enjoy the scouting role. It's just that in a new game, or at least for me a new game like this, I don't know the positions yet. So you're going to see me look for positions in probably quite a few of these replays. / gameplays.
The victory is near.
Like over here, for example. I am trying to flank the enemy to make sure that they cannot get any units to B. But in doing so, I'm getting awfully close to their spawn, so I wouldn't be surprised at all if I'm lit up. Mistakes like these, I am trying to learn from and trying to avoid. So I notice, oh crap, I'm too close to the spawn. Time to get back to a better position. Because if they notice that I'm here, well, essentially they need 1 shot and 1 kill. And that'll be the end of my Stark Mark VI. So, time to move somewhere else. Something else I'm still really trying to learn is not only where to shoot vehicles, but to spot vehicles in the first place. I find it quite a struggle, and this might also have somewhat to do with my color blindness, which is why my crosshairs are, or why my enemy units are white instead of red. Because red against the minimap is just too hard. red against the background of the graphics is just too hard. Yeah, and there you go. I got too close and I got detected and killed. So, time to take the Crusader out for a bit. As the other vehicles, well, I'm not too sure about them on this map. Moving ahead, once again to the same lane. I was watching one of the videos that somebody put up on War Thunder, said stick to the same lane, know it, learn it, and master it. And then move on to a different position. So that's what I'm trying to do, moving from one position to the next. And in my travels there, I do seem to have spotted something. I'm able to try to scout it, mark it, and I'm not even sure what I'm shooting at, but it seems to be an armored car of some make or model. Yep, there we go. I think it's 234. German scout car. I already have it scouted, but as you can see, I'm trying to fire armor piercing into something that essentially doesn't need armor piercing. I'm learning the shells just as much as positioning, identification, and stuff like that. Doesn't get a kill. I do believe I've put him on fire. Yeah, there we go. And at some point I go, huh, maybe I should use high explosive. Go figure. I shoot that, and there you go. That immediately kills the vehicle. Right. Am I alone here? Not sure. Well, I know that I'm alone from the rest of my team. I'm pretty isolated here, so I'm gonna have to try and either get a good position here or wait for allies. But my allies are all busy in the... what's that? The BC line. So at the moment I cannot really count on allies to join me here. I'm gonna have to do things on my own. This is probably not the best way to maneuver the tank, because I'm exposing the right side of the tank to the enemy, and I know that there is a vehicle here somewhere. One of my allies pinged it. There it is! There you go. I just exposed the side of my tank, and this was mostly a lucky kill, I think. Not exactly sure if I deserve to get away with that, considering I'm in such a light and fragile tank. Especially against something like that. But what I have had with War Thunder is sometimes it's just about who can get the first draw, who can get the first shot. Alright, time to get a better position. And this bush lines up quite nicely with my own camouflage. There seems to be no shortage of targets over there. Can I shoot through the wall? Yes, critical hit instantly. I am looking for the best target here. This is not necessarily the best target, but the easiest to kill, and then I notice the other tank behind it. I try and scout that guy out as well. Just shooting this guy up. That should have probably been high explosive, not AP. This is just a really fragile vehicle. There you go, target destroyed. And I can barely see the guy behind him anymore. So, always trying to keep an eye on my environment. What else is there? What other situations can I expect here? What other tanks will pop up to try and kill me? Because I'm not sure yet about the player base. I'm not sure how vengeful they are. And how much of a vendetta they try to complete. I'm not sure if players actively go for the player that tried to kill them. I haven't really experienced that. There we go. Scouted him. And he's getting damaged. He's getting damaged again. And he's getting killed. Let me kill assist. Thank you very much. I like this position. I'm going to stay here a bit longer. Especially if these guys keep coming this way. But seeing as they're all getting killed down there in the middle, maybe not. Another thing I'm learning. Spotting the difference between a destroyed vehicle and a vehicle that is still active but on fire. That is something else that I haven't quite mastered yet. Alright, moving on a bit. Let's see what else we can spot. Huh. Look at that. There's a guy over here. Once again, firing right through the wall. Knocking out what I think is his engine. Critical hit. And then another hit. Doing more damage to the engine, but I need something that kills this thing. So let's go for the back of the head. Back of the turret, right through the crew. Target eliminated. Alright. At this point, I am rather expecting somebody to show up and try to put me out of this position, because this is going to cost them quite a few vehicles if they allow me to stay here. So let's get to B, because that's where the action appears to be happening. I'm probably not taking the most safe route there, and I'm not exactly keeping my tank safe while getting there, but there are not that many tanks alive, so fortunately I seem to be getting away with it. Once getting to B and getting into position, it appears that I'm not alone. I can hear an enemy tank, and if you're an experienced player, you might even be able to tell me what that engine sound is. I have stopped capping B. There's something definitely in here with me. This is not the best way, it seems, for me to go about trying to get this guy. I'm gonna get his barrel, hit the corpse, and he shoots me, but my armor holds. Critical hit, knocking out, I think, one of his crew members. Let's go for the turret. There you go. And that knocked him out. I'm not sure if this was lucky or not, but I got the kill, and that's what I'm happy with. The rest of the match was fairly uneventful, so I just kept my position at B, defended it, and got away with quite a nice score, at least by my standards as a complete beginner. On to another battle then. Once again, I'm picking the Sark. I'm going to start over on the left-hand side of the map. And, well, it's a map that, with the Sark, I haven't really found my footing yet. You got this very nice and mobile vehicle, but when you're trying to capture the town that is in A, it is a bit chunky. It's a big vehicle to hide, so behind a wooden structure like that, you're not going to do that well. At the same time, the forest to the left of A, where quite a bit of fighting seems to be going on, I'm not really sure how to move there either, because line of sight there is terrible. So taking up a spotting position like I would like to do, marking teams or marking targets for my team, and then potentially doing some shooting myself if I can get a good shot, would be ideal, but I don't know a good position. So if you do, by all means, let me know down below in a comment. Anyway, for now, I'm just going to try and be a little careful. The game is telling me to return to the battlefield because I'm a bit too far outside of the boundaries, but it's not that bad that it's going to just kick me out of the game. I'm just holding position while the rest of my team move forward. You know, the rest of the team that actually has a bit of armor. Trying to spot stuff, seeing if they also went up the one line and potentially are barreling down on A. We have, what, 6 players here, myself included? And this guy's thundering forward without getting any kind of shooting. He's not getting shot whatsoever. So, maybe it's safe to move up. Let's have a look. There's an M4A1 in front of me. If he dies, then I think it's time to turn around. I don't exactly know what the enemy has, but considering it has, or at least my team has an M4A1, I suspect there will be danger ahead. At any rate, if my team is capable of capping A without getting killed off, I might be able to assist. But this is what I mentioned. This vehicle's a bit chunky, a bit big, and I'm not too sure about how to hide it very well in A. I am capable of spotting some targets, scouting out the enemy, popping a smoke grenade, and then trying to run the hell away from this town, because this is not a place where I really want to be caught. Now, I hope that the enemy is going to try and launch a counterattack at A. So I'm trying to get back into a position, once again, sort of flank-ish, so that if they attack A, I can ideally side-shot them, because, well, front shots with this gun are limited in its efficacy, shall I say. And this again is where I go, where do I move? What do I do? Oh, return to the battlefield. Okay, fine. And somebody has scouted out whatever the hell that is up ahead, but I just don't know how to shoot it. Once again, turning my ass towards the enemy, although in this vehicle, I suppose you could argue it doesn't really matter. I mean, you can show your front, you can show your side, you can show your ass, it doesn't matter. You're going to get shot, you're going to die. That's essentially how this vehicle seems to work. What I might be able to do, however, is see whatever is coming at A. There seems to be something briefly in A, so let's pop an artillery barrage down at that. What do we have here? Let's go back behind a few more buildings. Safe is good. And that's when they do start to come down. So once again, I'm trying to get to a better position, but in the end, I just end up driving in circles here. Which, I don't know, maybe part of the game? Let me know down below. And finally, I start finding stuff to shoot. I scout it, I shoot it, and I destroy it. So, didn't know I needed, or, well, with the knowledge I have now, I didn't need to scout it, but I'm always assuming that I will not be able to get the kill, I will not be able to survive, and this way at least my team knows that something is up. Now the question is, what else do they have there? Because there is definitely something more out there. I believe that that something is about to kill whatever we still have in this forest, which currently isn't that much. A lot of smoke. Can barely make out anything there. Trying to get closer, which in an armored car is an interesting adventure. One that will usually substantially lessen your lifespan. It's so likely that you're going to get killed if you don't know what you're doing, like I am. Come on, where's the enemy? Something that I found in War Thunder is that I find it hard to spot steady, standard, stationary tanks. That's the word I was looking for, stationary. The eye is attracted to movement. I mean, this is one of our hunter instincts, if you will. Anyway, I finally see that A is once again getting capped. I'm trying to find whatever is capping it. I don't know what is capping it, but there's something shooting it. There we go. Critical hit. It's nice. I have it scouted out as well. Throw an arty strike on it while I'm still alive. Come on. Where did you go? Now I'm in trouble, because now I know that the vehicle is most likely coming for me, seeing as he captured A. I just don't know which side he's going to come from, or how I'm going to be able to take him down, if at all. I see him just beyond the building. Seeing which way he's going to go, give me a bit more time, potentially shoot his tracks. Shot, hit. By some miracle, I take a hit and I survive. I think both of my crew members are dead. Or incapacitated. I'm not sure how the crew is not completely murdered. But hey, I survived. Great. Moving on. Where to go next? And, well, I would like this cap back. Very much. So let's get back into the cap circle. Trying to regain the position that we have lost. Pop smoke. Try to recap. Uh-oh. Again, something bounced off of my side. I'm not exactly sure how. And that is problematic, because that's a KV-1B, and I most likely will never be able to pen that from the front. One shot, one dead vehicle. On to a different battle then. This is the first time I'm taking my anti-air, I'm not even sure what the thing is called, the anti-air car out for a spin. I am still very much learning how to use anti-air guns, how much lead to give, what the speed of the projectile is, all these things, and manage my environment and not die. It's a lot. Anyway, I hope that with this car I can at least try and cap B. I know that before I went in here with the vehicle and I died because the guy was pretty much up ahead, right between the two lines of tents that are over there. And yep, he just shot me. He didn't hit me, but I am in the sector and stuck. He just launched an artillery strike at me, and now I'm thinking, okay, where do we go from here? Do I just mark him, or do I try and make a break for it? I'm not sure yet. So I'm just sitting here with my camouflage hat, and I can see the vehicle. I just can't shoot him very well. There comes another artillery strike. So, backing up gracefully away from the artillery strike. And going, shit. What now? I'm just sitting here. People, there's a tank there. Please help. But at this point, most of my team, I think, is up in aircraft and is either unable, unwilling, or far away from my location. So I thought, you know what? Just fuck it. Chance it! He did hit me this time around. I'm going to hopefully outdo him in damage. Critical hit, that's good. And I'm reloading, but I'm still on fire. And this being the first time that I actually have this vehicle, I don't have the fire extinguisher unlocked. Reload, 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 please. Reload fast. Faster. Hit, target destroyed. There we go. Of course, the fun can only last so long when your vehicle's on fire, and soon the vehicle will not be on fire, or at least there won't be that much of a vehicle left. But hey, got the kill. On to the next one. I am operating with the Crusader. Capturing C seems to be fairly quiet. I have an ally slightly up ahead there, and I am coming under artillery fire. Moving back outside of the artillery fire and trying to stay below this, I think it's a fountain, or might have been a fountain at some point. Captured the sector and moving up. I like how the Crusader is so small that it actually fits underneath the fountain's rim, so this is going to keep me concealed, more probably than with the Sark. So, what's next? I don't know. There could be enemies coming from all directions, which I find to be happening a lot in War Thunder, and it might just be me learning the game, learning the maps, and figuring out what the most likely threat vectors are. So I'm just going, yeah, I don't know where to go. Oops, my ally died. Any moment now I'm going to realize, oh shit. And I can see a guy on fire heading into the cap. There. So, shooting right over the back of the vehicle, critical hit. Probably not what he needed. I have him scouted out, but I can't see him. Essentially just blind fire. That was the side. The vehicle seems to be stopped, so let's just... yeah, that ought to do it. Vehicle destroyed. Alright, and then the other guy over there got another one. It's my first double kill, and I was quite pleased with myself. And the cap, having been reset, is now up for grabs again. So now I have to go right back in there and try to recap it. Overall, the team is not doing that well, so getting this cap would definitely help. I really hope that the enemy isn't watching this thing from the skies, because then I could be getting aircraft, or I could be bombed or strafed pretty soon. So, back to my hidey spot behind the fountain. Or so I am planning. I mean, it worked before, right? What could possibly go wrong? Well, maybe those two vehicles were not alone. Maybe there is a third. Just hasn't arrived yet. So, I can cap it. In this, I don't know, Russian city block? I'm not even sure where I am. Zone captured. Great. Time to go on to the next one. Looking around, seeing there's nothing coming from that side. Trying to keep the vehicle safe. And just as I make my escape, the enemy says no. Boom. That was the guy who was coming from the angle that I was pretty much looking in before, so he's going to cap it again. So, that's a bit of my first experiences with War Thunder. I hope you guys enjoyed it, even if it is from a total beginner like myself. I'm going up the Roika tree, as mentioned, so there is a lot more War Thunder coming. If you have any ideas for good videos, let me know. I'm just trying to find my footing, trying to find my style, so by all means, let me know. Thank you guys for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon for, don't believe it, or believe it or not, more War Thunder. See you guys then.